T-Boys TV, outside Kenilworth Road, full-time, Luton Town 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Obviously in pre-season, unbeaten in pre-season, you know, there's much more positive signs. You know, I thought we defended really well today, given the opposition we're playing. I know some of their bigger names like Son and things like that were playing in the game against Wycombe, but overall I'd say they had a much better team out. Tell, Kudus, the main keeper, Van der Ven, who I'd argue is one of their main centre-backs. A much better team all round, and you know, we kept them quiet. We actually had the better chances. I mean, they're big chances when it was cleared off the line. I'm not too sure who it's by because it's the other side of where I was, but we had a decent amount of chances in the game. You know, there's a lot of positives to take, but I think one thing coming out of this game that we're all saying, I mean, Mike's just said it himself, you know, we need a striker still. We definitely still need a striker because, you know, Wells done okay today, but again, like I've said, he's 35. You know, Woodrow, I don't think he's good enough personally. And then obviously you've got Nordas, but you need that striker, like we said, who's going to get you 20 goals. And yeah, you know, we do that. A lot of people have been saying it on social media after this game. We do that, we go up, you know, and I totally agree because that is what we're missing. Defensively, really good. I mean, Holmes, we've seen him in pre-season, but he hasn't come on, like actually played in games. We've just seen him training and stuff. I mean, he come on today and he was good. You know, and as much as we had 3 injuries, well, technically 2 the other day against Southend, you know, there's a lot of positives to take in the sense of, you know, we just looked so much better structured at the back, and, you know, we got them options defensively, you know, despite getting some, obviously, injuries. And, yeah, I believe there's still a couple more to go, you know, and, you know, they're just positive signs to take, and obviously we do go into that game against Wimbledon with confidence. You know, unbeaten in pre-season, like I say, you compare that to last season's, dreadful. You know, we just about scraped a win against some Ukrainian side I've never heard of. You know, we lost at home to someone, well, at the brace to someone. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot more positive signs, and there was some sloppy moments in the game against Tottenham today, don't get me wrong. But that was more from the youth players that have still got a lot to learn. You know, Phillips, I thought he nearly cost us at the end. But overall, it's a great result, and you can't complain against that. You know, when you're playing a team that are European champions, and, you know, they had a lot of key players, you know, playing. And it's a great result. You know, the way we kept them quiet was great, and we were the better team, I'd say. I honestly would say we were the better team, and if we had a striker, you know, that's gonna guarantee 20 goals in League One, we'd have probably won this game today, to be quite honest with you. So, a lot of positive signs to take. For Ali was really good again. You know, if he's doing some of the stuff he got done against Tottenham today, you know, mate, in League One he's going to be unbelievable. And I said it the other day in this group chat. I mean, I feel he's going to be our top scorer, and I'll stand by that. But yeah, like, I look at our midfield for League One level. Now, Baptiste, I would say Baptiste is a Premier League player, but it's just his injuries which let him down. But if he can stay fit and we can keep him, you know, on the pitch this year, he's going to be unbelievable. Walsh is very good at this level. He just needs to work on his discipline. Clark, well, Mr. Reliable, Mr. Consistent. There's not really much else to say. And like I've said, guys, you look at the midfield last year, right? It was doing better under Bloomfield. You know, when you had Asgard, Clark, and Walsh. You know, but they're all predominantly like to attack. Whereas now you're going to have Saville with a bit of cover there. You know, then you're going to have Clark, and then probably a toss-up between Baptiste and Walsh. Probably Walsh more, but, you know, you're going to have the options there. And, you know, that level, it's unbelievable. You know, I'm even forgetting of other players. And the youth team, you know, youth players are going to play more. Nelson, obviously, Matt Bloomfield says he's got a big part to play. So there's plenty of positives. But if we get that striker that's going to get that 20-goal mark, I'm more than confident that we will be going back to the Championship next season. But yeah, do let me know your thoughts on it. Luton fan, Tottenham fan, or neutral fan. But yeah, don't forget to smash a like, subscribe, and check out all the other fan accounts with David and Mike. Good to see you both again. And yeah, subscribe to the X channel. Take care. Peace.